It's been about a week since I brought this year's harvest steers back home here to the home ranch. And when I dropped them off, I had everybody separated, yearlings, harvest steers, and cows. But as luck would have it, the yearlings and the harvest steers ended up getting together. Out of all the groups of cattle to get together, these were probably the best two because it's fairly easy to separate them and there's really no harm caused by them being together. But today I need to pull out 4 of them because they have an appointment in a couple of days. And then I want to try to separate everybody again, get things kind of back to how they were. We'll start there, and I'm not really sure where we're going to finish. That's what's going on today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. Shortly before I started filming, I just opened up all the gates to get back in here. I already had all of these cattle locked up in the little corral, so once I open the gate, you know, curiosity gets the best of them, and they just kind of filter in here on their own. I find this is a much better way to gather them up, if it works, which it doesn't always, but they come in here on their own free will, and they don't really feel like they've been caught, so you don't go through the stress of working them or pushing on them or anything like that. I've got 4 steers in here that I'm looking to keep in the working corral. The rest of everybody else is going to go back out. As I said before, I'm going to try to separate the yearlings and put them back in the backfield where they were before. So I think we're more or less got everybody up in here so we can get started. Yep, everybody's where we want them, except you. First, I'm just going to pull yearlings out, and then once we get down to the 2-year-old harvest steers, then I can start making my selections of who is going to stay in and then who's going to wait for the next appointment. Yearlings out. Not you. Back up, kids. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh, you dummy. Go on. Get back in where you were. Go with your friends. Go with your friends. Oh. Turn around, guy. Go with your friends. There you go. There you go. These 2. Got 1. About you, white face. And little guy. Hey, back, back. Go on, kitties. Go on, another kitty. Looks like we got 3 more yearlings in here. Now we're down to 2. Not you. Big boy's gotta stay. There's 2 I want right there. We got 1. Go, 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 go with your friend. Patience paid off. It definitely is hard when you get down to the last 2 or 3. You just kind of got to be patient, wait for your opportunity, and it always comes. Sometimes takes longer than others, but it comes. Up we go. Up we go. No, go the other way. The other way. I'll open that gate for you. You got to get out of the way, though. Is that everybody? Not everybody. No, still got 2 down there. Alright, come on, kiddos. Up we go. Up we go. Let's walk these yearlings back down to the back pasture and hope they stay in there this time. Now, if you remember, about a week ago, we went through all this, and it took these yearlings quite a while to find the gate, but now that they've been going in and out of it for a few days, one would think that they will go right to it, but, you know, we'll see. Come on, kiddos. Now they're getting it. Now they're getting it. Maybe not you. Most of you are getting it. The problem here, or the reason that this happened, is that this latch on the gate does not have a lock or any way to prevent the cattle from like nosing this thing open. And I'm sure the steers and the calves were, you know, talking to each other through the gate, and, you know, one thing led to another and they got that latch open. So I think that I will bring a chain or something down here and just chain this shut so I don't have to worry about it. Hopefully that solves my problem. Yearlings are taken care of. Now I've got to separate out the 4 biggest steers out of this group based on the weights that I took on them when I got them home. We'll keep the 4 big boys here in the working corral, and then the remaining 3 will come back out here. On my Gallagher app, I can go and look at my last weigh session, and I can see that my biggest steer is 2202, next biggest is 2205, 2206, and then 2203, which means I need 01, 04, and 07 to come out. 147, 147. Okay, 1 and 7 now. Okay, there's 4 and 7. Now we just need number 1. This is number 1 right here. I can tell he's not an independent thinker, is kind of how I think of it. He just wants to stay with the group. He's not very much inclined to leave them, so it's going to make him a little bit harder to sort. But once we just get him in the right spot, we should be able to move him off of this group. If you turn around like that, it's okay, boys. I need him. He doesn't want to come. He's back in the behind everybody. We'll get him. What I do when they're kind of balling up like this is wait until the one that I'm after is facing the way that I want him to go, and then I kind of try to apply a little bit of pressure that way just to, you know, get him to break off of the group. It's sort of a hard thing to explain. He's right there. Just raise his head up to look at me. Okay, 6 turn, perfect. Hey boy, 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 hey boy. And here we go. Oh, not you guys, not you guys, not you guys. Let's go on ahead. Let me redo some gates. We'll get everybody where they're gonna be. The 4 that we're keeping in here are going to have access to the working area and then this part where I'm standing, so they will be able to walk back there and sniff the other cows or whatever. But the reason that I want them to be able to come in here is because we're going to take the screen off of the bunk feeder here, and then I'll drop a round bale right here for them, so over the next few days they've got something to eat. Beyond that, we need to get some water set up for them, and then this is where they're gonna stay. Hey, don't step on my camera. So they're gonna need a minute to settle down. But if you kind of notice what just happened there, I was very, very glad that I decided to extend the height of that fence this summer, because every one of them went up to that fence and kind of put his chin up like, can we jump over it? And I guess they decided they couldn't. Yeah, there we got some water. Oh, we even got a hose. Look at that. Well, that'll take a little while to fill. There's not really great water pressure down here. So while we're waiting on it, we can go ahead and get their feeders set up. Well, now that we got the steers taken care of, I think it is that day of the year that these cows look forward to the most. It's time to put them out on grass. Well, that seems to make them happy.